Welcome to another segment with Dave and myself, and today we are going to help those of you with the nano poisoning, which are mislabeling more gallons. Okay, a lot of you, like myself, suffer from the nano poisoning, the nanobiology or the synthetic biology. It's trying to, rewrite our DNA, rewrite our genetic code, disrupt our chromosomes, break down our mitochondria, disrupt our ATP production, and the list goes on and on. And again, to accelerate a rapid aging process. Now, I understand the suffering that goes on with this because I myself have to fight with this all the time, and I'm always constantly looking for solutions. So, a lot of times, when the stuff comes out, it has a Trojan horse effect. This Trojan horse effect, when it comes out, will also infect the skin as it's coming out. It's infecting the skin when it's in, and as it comes out, it further poisons the skin. Okay, because the skin is your filtering, one of your filters in your body. It's a protective agent, and by breaking it down, again, it causes a major disruption on your ability to heal. So I'm going to show you a method, and one of the methods I use for my skin. As you can see, my face is a lot clearer. I do have marks on my skin because last night, every time we do a video, the night before we do a video, all of a sudden the frequencies get turned on and I have outbreaks. And I'm thinking this has been not a coincidence. This has happened almost on every video we've ever done. We're going to do a video. Dave calls it. Dave, he sets it off. The AI listens to our conversation. Hey, I'm coming by. Can we do some videos? Sure, let's go get it going. I'll do 3 or 4. Okay, as soon as I hang up, Jay says, yeah, we'll get you, you little bastard.
It's your nanobots. They hear you talking and they know I'm coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're programmed.
They're programmed. So they know I'm coming. So then when you look at him and say, oh, what's wrong with that guy? He looks so... some of the comments are so stupid. But anyway. Okay. We're going to show you a method. Okay? Simple method. We're going to use egg white. Go to the grocery store. Any grocery store. Doesn't have to... Look, the organic thing is really overplayed. Don't get sucked into organics. You don't have any. End of story. All that bullshit with the stickers, USDA, blah, 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 and Canadian, blah, 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 and European, blah, blah, it's all bullshit. All of it. Okay? They're planting organics in Europe, and they're genetically engineered. But they are calling it the way it is. We call everything organic in the West. The West is so effing stupid. It staggers my mind. This rock is organic. This whatever is organic. Oh, look, an organic wall. Oh, wait, an organic ceiling. Oh, look, an organic sign.
So it's a marketing thing now.
Oh, it's all it is. It's all it's been. It's all it's ever been. The organic standards that they've put the farmers through is such horse hockey, because it doesn't matter what they put in the ground. If the guy beside them is spraying atrazine in the field, that farmer's got it in the water table. If they're spraying glyphosate, this guy's got it. If they're spraying organosilicate, this guy's got it too. You've never had an organic... And then the enchilada of all of them. The chemtrails. Somebody says, oh, that's this there is a condensation trail. I mean, seriously, when have you ever seen condensation form a tube? We had this guy at the last minute at the Green Show. Oh, yeah, those are condensation trails. I says, Bud, how old are you? That's why I asked him. He says, oh, I'm in my 50s, late 50s or whatever. I said, so you've been around long enough to know what a condensation trail is, condensation vapor is. When you breathe out condensation in the winter, you have this vapor. Does it come out like this, out of your mouth? A nice tube. Hey, look, condensation.
And it stays there, it doesn't linger.
And it stays there after you breathe it out of your mouth. Oh, yeah. What a vapor. Yes.
I wonder even in the Arctic cold, you know what I mean, where people...
You see it just coming out in like a smoke almost. It doesn't come out like this. That's pretty refined. It's a refined tube there, you think?
Well, and it's lingering.
Yeah. Well, I like the fact it's coming out, like that and staying that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a condensation. I remember when we were kids, looked up in the sky, seen the jet flying, a little trail about that far stick out past the plane, and it would vaporize into nothing, crystallize and disappear.
Now that I'm even looking at that picture, is that one picture with all those contrails? Jeez, with all the chemtrails. It's not like several added to the same picture. That's one shot.
Go down to Arizona. Phoenix. When I was living down there, this was an everyday occurrence. And they would even play tic-tac-toe. You know, they'd be laughing at you. Ah, you dumb bastards! Look at us. They're watching us playing tic-tac-toe. We're fumigating these dumb bastards. Yeah, fumigate them. You know, in Arizona, I'd wake up every morning, and I'd open my door, my apartment. I look up, and the first two words that came out of my mouth I can't repeat because they're not very Christian. But the vernacular was very salt of the earth. Let's put it this way: very salt of the earth. You know, and I had some choice words that would come out of my mouth because I would see lines lined up in parallel, not even inches apart, going for like 40 kilometers. For those of you who don't speak metric, 25 miles. Okay, 25 miles straight out. You could see them in perfect D. That was a condensation trail. Boy, it was a good one, I'll tell you. Like I said, when I was down there, I saw them tear the ozone. This was an interesting thing. This plane flew and it literally cut the sky for another 40 kilometers or 25 miles for those who don't speak in metric. And you saw the blue sky here, and space. You could see the stars. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you saw a drone flying at supersonic, pumping out this white shit, covering up the gap. I told my buddy either something came in or something left. You know, that's what happened. But this was going on. Arizona is one state. It's a really good state. I liked Arizona. I really like Phoenix. I like the people I met there. Really good people. I've had a lot of actors down there, and I'm a little partial to that state. So when I see a goof, a dumb ass like David Keith and MIT and their bullshit. For those of you down in Arizona, David Keith, this dumb bastard who wants to go down there and put more chemicals in the atmosphere by flying a balloon. Because he is based it on a computer model that he has. Now, before I go on with this, let me explain to you the dangers of this stupidity. It goes beyond belief that somebody from MIT is actually this effing stupid. You know, we do not know, after 50 years or more of dumping nanoparticles in the atmosphere, what is up there anymore. Because the chemicals have interacted, the fungi has interacted, the bacteria has interacted. We have components up there in the sky in the trillions and billions. We do not know. There are things up there right now that are not even on the periodic table. There is no way a computer model could have this information because we just, this year, the technology to actually explore and examine the compositions in the atmosphere has just been developed. It will take, and they say this, will take 20 years to actually go through the elements up there to see what is going on because we absolutely have no clue. So when somebody talks about black goo and white goo and Mr. Magoo and all this stupid shit that they talk about, guy doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't understand what a liposome is or a hydrogel and how technology can be utilized in this form or fashion to drop biological agents or radioactive agents into somebody else's backyard. We have seen it here in Ontario. So when you got an ass like this that's coming to the state of Arizona, I would encourage you in Arizona to write to MIT and tell them to shove this up their ass sideways and tell them they want to conduct an experiment, conduct it in your own state and conduct it on the campus there, because if then something goes wrong, which it will since they don't know what's up there, then they can deal with it instead of poisoning the people down in Arizona.
So what's the balloon supposed to be filled with?
It's going to dump in nitrogen, sulfur, and calcium. And the reason why they want to do this is the reason that they're perpetrating, because it's not a reality either, is so they can see what it's going to do up there.
That's it? Let's just see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Like the Earth is an effing experiment. The Earth is a laboratory. Oh yeah, we're going to see, just throw shit up there just to see what it does. Really?
But like, is it for global warming or is it, is it climate change related? What's the?
They found that calcium.
I just can't believe.
Oh no, that's what they said. Let's just see what it does. Because they said calcium also has a deflective material, but it's also very highly conductive. So they're actually going to be using that as a composition of the chemtrails, again, to run a charge through it. Because, again, graphene is what they're using right now, or carbon, okay, is what they're using right now, which is more durable than silica. They were using silica before, now they're using carbon. Now they want to throw calcium up there, and we want to throw nitrogen up there. Wow, we need nitric oxide or nitric acid. More nitric acid to hit the Earth, to burn the Earth more. Why not? What the hell? Yeah. And then we're going to put in sulfur. Oh, sulfur and nitric oxide. Whoa! That's, that was called acid rain back in the day.
Yeah, I forgot about the acid rain.
Acid rain. Dumb bastard. on the nth degree. And this is an MIT university? What the hell are they putting out there? These are the dumbest things I've ever seen. But they got a piece of paper. They have a piece of paper.
Right.
That justifies the fact that they could be moronic and play with the earth. You don't even know today, by putting these elements up there, that it could even possibly cause an earthquake or a shift. We've got earth sinks going on everywhere, and there's absolutely no explanation. There are explanations about it. They're harping the planet. They're causing the planet to be hit with microwave technology and radio wave technology, which is causing a disruption in the tectonic plates, which is causing a major shift, and we're getting these sinkholes. But this is beyond belief stupid. So again, I'm mentioning this because this also affects your skin. Dropping nitric oxide, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid on a person can cause some severe pain and skin damage. So we're going to go back to this now, after I've had my little rant.
Just as a preamble to the whole...
Well, because you got to understand, this is how we're being broken down. Stupid bastards like this want to go up there and play with our atmosphere. Oh, the Earth is a great laboratory. Let's just dump shit on the planet and see what happens.
It's just hard for me to believe. Not believe. I'm not saying that that's not what was said, but that they don't give like a
they're going based
a rationale, like better than we just want to see what it does. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit, but that's what they said, because they don't know what can happen, so according to them. Now, this guy's got a computer model. Now, there's no way he can incorporate the information that's in the atmosphere. The data that's collected is not adequate, because, again, they say they don't know what's up there. So there's no way that he can throw this in a computer and come up with a model.
Yeah.
That's going to give the full story, because you don't have all the facts. This is why I'm so amazed that MIT would be just effing stupid. Seriously, anybody who wants to go to MIT should think twice, because this is one dumb, bloody place to get an education. If they're this effing stupid to let a moron just play up in the atmosphere over Arizona, of all places, why don't they do it over MIT?
And even then, like you're saying, if there's all this pollution up in the air, you're throwing these chemicals out to see what they do, but they don't know how it's going to react with all the other things. They can't factor that in.
No.
No computer can model that.
Because they don't know what's up there.
Right.
There's too much up there.
So you have something that's questionable to begin with, now mix it in with another toxic soup of whatever.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Hey, that's right, Mexico. Hey, what happened to Mexico? It just fell into the Gulf. What happened? Oh, we threw some shit in the air, and there goes Mexico. No more tortillas, man. I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, jeez.
All those broken-hearted people, no more Taco Bell. It's gone. No, that's not Mexican. Taco Bell's not Mexican. I didn't mean to insult the Mexicans. That was a bad joke. Taco Bell is basically, I wouldn't feed Taco Bell to a pig, sure. And you got people running to it all the time. Oh, this tastes so good.
Yeah.
Hey, eat your soy, eat your genetically engineered crap. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go back to this. Egg white. Oh, we're going to put some egg white in here. So we're going to throw in, no, you can put in whatever you want on this. There is no measurement. This is not a precise science. It doesn't have to be precise science. You are making this for yourself. So you can go up or down. So I'm going to pour in.
Pour it in and let's see what happens, Tony.
Yeah. About that much. Just under half. Okay.
I'm using your MIT guy's reference there.
That's right. I got my computer model.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
This is copper sulfate. Another video will show you how to make that. Basically, you buy the powder, mix it together, and it's done. So we're going to pour in probably about half of that. Da-da-da. Oh, just went green there. We're going to throw in some iodine. Now, I'm going to throw in about 20 or 30 drops. So I may lose count. It doesn't matter if I throw more or less, okay? 10. Okay. Rosemary. Why are we putting rosemary in there? Because rosemary acts like BHT. You can also put BHT in here if you want to. When we put the rosemary, again, 10, 20 drops. And so we're going to put 10 or 20. Are you coming out? Come on out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll probably put 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alrighty, 21. Okay, now. Do I have a lid down here? I probably don't. Okay, I'm going to do this. We'll do it with this. Okay, I'm going to use this blender just for this demonstration. You can do this, or you can just put a lid on it and just shake it up. Okay, doesn't matter. I love these little 250 ml bottles. Ta-da!
blender because you didn't have a lid.
Yeah, so there it is. It's done. Now what do we do with it? You put it on. Okay, any cut, any lesion, any expulsion of the wires, fibers, fullerenes. Learn the term fullerene, learn the term polyfullerene, quantum dots.
Jesus.
Okay? There's all kinds of shit that's inside you. Lattices, origami, these are things that this stuff is using to build. What you're going to do, then you'll have these ruggedly handsome features that I have. Like you women will love that. I don't want to look like you. Alright, just take your fingers, dip it in, and just wipe it on. That's all you do. Now what you'll find, if you got even dry spots or dead zones, because when you pull this stuff out, it'll leave a pocket where the stuff had embedded and try to, again, override. Now, I'll explain what I'm doing. Basically, I'm just putting it on everywhere. You know, everywhere, especially under the eyes is where a lot of you will see a lot of activity. And as you can see, I've got a triangle and an indent here. It'll pull it out. What it'll do is as it's absorbing, the proteins in the egg are feeding the skin. The copper is producing the collagen. Now it has the protein component in it to work with in order to regenerate the collagen in the skin. The iodine in there acts as a disinfectant and also helps with reducing radioactive material because your face is being hit with radiation from above. It's not the Fukushima bullshit that they told you about. Oh, Fukushima is going to kill us. Yeah, Fukushima will never see the light of day in the West. The amount of radiation we've been exposed to have come from coal stacks, industrial stacks, again the chemtrails which has been found to have thorium and strontium in them. And again, thorium is going to wipe out the thyroid's iodine, and the strontium is going to wipe out your skeletal structure. This shit's all been designed as a fumigant to wipe out your very core of your genetic code. Your very foundation of your mitochondria is being attacked. So when you're looking at the stuff coming out, as it starts to dry, it will start to pull and tighten. This is Botox without the bullshit, basically. Okay? That's what it does, is it'll fill the skin. And you can wear this several times. You can put it on at night before you go to bed, wake up the next day, get a brand new face, or brand new arm, or brand new skin. Because again, the combination helps in dealing with it. The rosemary is in there for its antioxidant properties. It's got ursolic acid in it, it's got rosmarinic acid in it, plus it's got all the other the phenols and the triterpenes in it. It's got all kinds of antioxidant properties in it. So you got an antioxidant effect from the copper, an antioxidant effect from the rosemary. You got the healing effect from the egg with the phosphorus and with the proteins that are involved. It's also got vitamin A in it, so again that helps with the skin. And then you've got the iodine, which again is a protector. So it's a win-win. It's cheap. It's easy. Saw how much of a rocket scientist thing this was, how you had to calculate right down to the minutia to get it exactly right, to build that nuclear device to send us to the moon, right? This is how simple this is. Again, you'll feel it pull. It'll start to draw out. You'll find that, again, where you may have a pocket or a well where you had high concentrations of the nano inside, will fill up. Now, if you are extracting the stuff out of your face by squeezing it or whatever, wash it first with a good soap. Suds it up. Soaps are saponins, which will help again expel the stuff out of the skin. Because when you squeeze it out, the stuff spreads all over. So you need to use a good brush or a good washcloth with a lot of lather. Lather up in the face or the arm or wherever you've got the problem coming out. Once you wash it, pat it dry, and then apply this. This way, whatever has come out, whatever pocket has been opened up, again, or whatever damage has been done in the skin. My one buddy, Brian 396, his observation of the stuff was when it gets inside, it actually rolls the layers of skin like a fractal. And if you don't know what a fractal is, how many of you ever seen some of the shows where you see the circle, and the circle has starts off with a little circle and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger like a swirl? That's a fractal. So again, it wraps it up like this and then starts to embed itself and entrench itself. So this, when you pull out, you could damage several layers of skin. This can help heal the layers and can restore your wonderful pretty faces if you're women, handsome faces if you're guys. Okay, there you have it. Something simple, something sweet, you know, Botox without the bullshit.
I think you just named this.
So, and again, then this will help a lot of you, seriously. And again, if you're older, again, you're a 50s baby and you've been seasoned by the elements of the planet, this will help again in the recovery and the regenerating of, you know, your skins. It can help you keep you looking younger, sexier, and all that other stuff that, you know, they sell you on TV. Oh, you look sexy. You look younger. Oh, it's anti-aging. You know, whatever they're telling you, you know, so that you, again, you have it. Right. Anything else? We got it?
Yep.
We're good. Oh, we are good. Look at this. Man, we're on a roll. All right. Till the next segment. To your health.